is King of the Hill. If you've played Halo before, you're going to know what this is. You basically have sections over the maps. Any of the Halos,
Okay.
they got them in there. You can,
Halos.
You kind of go in and hold a spot. You hold the hill, and they have to kick you off of it. You're going to have a couple
What map
of
are we
them.
seeing here?
So this is Complex, which is a brand new map. It's asymmetrical. It's sort of a UNSC base. It's built into a kind of cliff wall on Requiem. And it's pretty big, wide open spaces, but if you hold up in certain spots, some good close quarters action as well.
Did you do this map?
That was one of Kynan's babies.
So look at this. We got the guy who designed the map, playing the map. This is what we do here.
So once again, he's got no excuse.
So he's in the Hill.
Yeah, so King of the Hill, one of the important things here is that a lot of people don't, you'd be surprised, a lot of people don't realize that you only need to have one person holding the hill at a time, so you only really need one person kind of out there in the open, it's sort of left out there to dry.
Right.
Everyone else, of course, as Kynan goes into the hill, you see that he can't use his armor ability.
Oh!
So that goes away, so you can do some
So
fun
wait a minute,
things.
so that's really important. You cannot use your armor ability in the hill.
Yep, so when you're in there, you are sort of kind of out there on your own.
What kind of shot is he rocking here?
So that's a scatter shot, which is kind of a Promethean Forerunner shotgun.
Okay.
It'll feel right at home if you use the shotgun in the past, but it has some new wrinkles all its own. So for example, you can bounce shots off the ground, kind of around walls. Kynan's trying to finish him off, just get in there melee. There we go.
Boom.
Kynan wrecked him. So I think blue team's got both hills right now, but Kynan's in a rough spot because he had no shields, and this other guy just rolled out.
While we get going here, if you guys have any questions or if you have any comments about the audio or video quality, let us know. Go ahead and post on my blog. We'll take a look at that because we're tweaking things. This is live.
This is live,
This
yeah.
is it. This is you guys are seeing the real deal here.
It's all up to Kynan to not getting the gameplay you want.
So what we're
Kynan.
seeing here
It's not our
says
fault.
so incoming. So that means that's going to be the next point it goes
So
to.
as the hill, you have about 5 seconds left on the hill. It goes ahead and lets you know when the next hill is going to come online.
So you got a waypoint.
So for example, a good thing to do, Kynan's in a good spot here with the DMR. Just took that red team guy out, and so he's controlled the hill. But he's also out here by himself. He has one teammate, I think that's Ricari over there, is helping him out.
Where's the rest of the team? Come on, guys.
So we got another hill over there the team's holding, so it's really a risk reward. You have to decide how many people you're going to leave at each hill and how many people are going to
So
go out
multiple
and
hills,
attack
that's right.
the other hill.
Right.
And so it's always a constant struggle, especially in here in this room. Kynan's got a lot of the red team in this one hill,
Wow.
which is a good thing to do if you really want to lock that hill down. But of course, they're also exposed when they're all
Now, when you
out
say it's a
there.
good thing to do because you're getting multiple.
So it's a good thing to do just so that the other teammates can help defend the person. You only need one person at the hill. You don't get extra time for having multiple people.
Point that out.
So red team, that's actually not necessarily the best thing in the world to have everyone in the hill at once.
Right.
But obviously no one has headsets on in here in this lab, so
Right.
no one's really communicating. So a lot of times you'll have multiple people in here.
Yeah, we told them to be quiet because we wanted to hear us.
Allison Stroll, our senior producer, she yelled at them earlier to tell them to be quiet. Shh, very quiet. There's Halo going on.
Yeah, this
I have a feeling by the time the next match goes around, people are going to be yelling and
This is
hooping and
cool.
hollering.
I did say that if there was an epic win, they were
people
allowed
can't
to
hear her.
scream.
So.
Yeah, so Allison just said, like, there's an epic win. She gives them permission to actually speak if they want to.
So this is so we can see in the we'll see in the lower right hand corner of the screen in a moment the score. And how is the score calculated? Is that seconds? I just want to make sure we're
Yeah,
clear.
it's seconds, and Kynan's team has just lost the lead because the red team is holding one all their own. Incoming, you see A's popping up, and Kynan's going to try to move over there. Blue team's already there and is holding that position, and you see blue team's coming back. About 6 seconds, they'll take the lead back from red team. Kind of set up over here. You have multiple options where the other team can come through. It's really tough, so while you're in the hill, you can't use that armor ability, especially if you had something like, for example, Promethean Vision, which sends out kind of a sonar, kind of radar wave that allows you to.
Oh, that's cool.
It allows you to see enemies that are nearby.
Kind of sends out this ping.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
you can see it later.
you have to be careful when you're moving around because if you end up in the hill, that'll go away immediately, so
Right,
you
of
can't
course.
use it. But what I like to do is I like to stay around the edges and use my armor ability. Oh, Kynan's, trying to hold him off.
He's doing quite
He's
well.
contesting.
There we go.
He's got 2 teammates still in the hill. So
What we're going to
hopefully
want to do
they'll
also before the next game, maybe kind of, I want to show kind of the loadout screen.
Yeah.
Because I want to take a look at that because that's really interesting. You guys have done some real nice work there. Look at everybody in the hill, guys.
Oh, the
They're
red
watching.
team's-
No, but what are you guys doing?
Red team's just waiting to
Yeah,
throw
I
some
know.
grenades in there. So you see C's hopping up right here. Kynan's going to set up for a win. that hill goes away. Cannon's already in
This
it.
hill's massive.
And the thing is, like, and you have no position to hide either.
So these
it's
hills
very
are
different.
varying size.
Yep, it's varying sizes. It depends on where they are on the map. They're custom tailored for each map. And there also depends on where it is. Some hills are easier to defend than others, and so you have to take that into account as when you're trying to figure out where you want to be defending that.
So if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Halo 4 live stream from 343 Studios here. I'm here with Mr. David Ellis. My name's Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson, and we're excited about Halo launching next week, Halo 4. Let's get that guy right there. You're seeing some gameplay, some multiplayer gameplay. David and I have been talking for the past 15, 20 minutes about what we're seeing. Maybe do a quick recap. Still seeing some questions about the ranking system, some people that are just tuning into the stream. So why don't we go ahead and talk about that for real briefly, recapping.
So for people asking about the ranking system, and skill ranking will definitely be in matchmaking behind the scenes. When you're playing, we'll be calculating how well you're doing, the people you're playing with, the people you're playing against, and we will have a skill level there behind the scenes. We are not putting that, we're not visualizing that, so you won't be able to see it, but we're definitely going to be taking skill rankings into account much more so. Yeah, and
I know why, but I want to hear you say it.
It's one of those things where we wanted to encourage people to play the game and play with teammates, and it becomes this thing where people just focus on a number rather than what the number represents, and more people out there just playing the game, trying to win, and kind of going out there. It also led to a lot of cheating, a lot of people boosting their accounts in Halo 3, and it's something that we didn't want to encourage this time.
So even as a user, I can't see my rank?
We don't currently have that in the game.
Got it. Okay. Just want to make sure I understand. All right. So getting back to the gameplay, what we're seeing right here, we're seeing one of the brand new maps in Halo 4 multiplayer maps. Guys are playing Team of the Hill, or King of the Hill.
Yep, and this is on Complex. It's one of our new maps. It's one of a little bit larger than what we just played on Haven. And of course, Kynan's got some points for holding the hill, but he got taken out there. Blue team's taken out a pretty big lead. They're up 130 to 75. Kynan, what are we playing to in this King of the Hill match?
I believe it's 150.
Okay, so
150.
Yeah, blue team's getting right there. Got about 5 minutes left. Every second counts in getting the hill, so when Kynan rolls in there, he can just keep red team from scoring for a couple seconds. So the next hill's going to ready to be popping up here in just a second. E's coming down. Blue team's in a good spot over here.
Yeah.
Red team, because they have so many people in the hill, they're not in a good spot to be able to kind of go out there and reconnoiter for the other
Come on,
hills.
Red.
And Kynan's got his teammates. He's got a Ghost. He's got a teammate nearby. They're in a really good spot here.
There's some other things I want to point out about the lower left-hand corner, the radar, your motion sensor. There's some new elements there. You can see vehicles.
Yep, so you can not only see vehicles, you can see when people are using certain armor abilities. So for example, if someone's using Promethean Vision and they're on the other side of the hill, you can actually see their kind of sonar wave kind of shoot out in all quarters. Yep.
Interesting.
You can also see specific vehicles.
Nice
so for
work,
example,
Blue team.
Blue team